looking for Mark. Okay. Okay, I got eyes on it, Derek. It's on my side. It's going to be coming out under your side here. There he is, right there. Beautiful. I'm gonna turn my camera around and go on double zoom here. He's going back on the freeway. You'll see him. It's a black car. Sam, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. I couldn't talk to you. I was trying to coordinate. We're following this pursuit here. I got my IFB up. And we're going westbound now. So I really don't know which way we'll be going, but we're going west on the 210, Sam, back towards the valley. Thank you, Sam. I got you on the IFB. Thanks, guys. Woo-wee, this guy's going fast. Hey, do we know if we're streaming? Are we streaming yet, eh? Williams Chopper 4 Alpha over a high-speed pursuit. Wow, look how fast this vehicle is going. We are traveling on the 210 freeway westbound 210 coming into the Sun Valley area. Actually, get my thing turned around. Lakeview Terrace. Desk, I'll talk to you guys on the microwave. Every time I key down, I lose a scanner. We're 210 westbound approaching Sunland Boulevard. News Chopper 4 Alpha on this high-speed pursuit here. CHP originally tried to pull this vehicle over in the west end of the San Fernando Valley. Still unclear as to exactly why. Oh, I'm just going for myself. Roger that. But let me know when we go on. Let me know when we're on, please. 105 miles per hour is what this vehicle is clocked right now, CHP. Let me get back in scene here. Wow, this car is blazing, going real fast here. CHP attempted to pull this vehicle over in the west end of the San Fernando Valley. Still unclear exactly as to why. What we can tell you now, pursuit ensued in the San Fernando Valley, speeds excess of 100 miles per hour. 210 eastbound through the Verdugo Pass. Vehicle turned around. Now we're going westbound on the 210, just passing over Sunland Boulevard. And just look how fast this vehicle is going. Very dangerous. These high-speed pursuits only invite opportunities for mishaps and accidents and such nature of stuff of that nature right now. You can see this vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed. Just look how fast that car is passing these other vehicles here as we're traveling through the Lakeview Terrace area. 210 freeway westbound. Next major street is going to be Wheatland. You are watching a high-speed pursuit here. News Chopper 4 Alpha, one of the first news helicopters on scene covering this pursuit in the San Fernando Valley. Just look how fast that vehicle is going. Wow, that car, I'm clocking it right now at 120 miles per hour. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of traffic on the freeway passing that school bus there. You could just see the speeds and how dangerous this pursuit is. Now, here's what we know. CHP tried to pull this vehicle over in the west end of the San Fernando Valley. Still unclear exactly as to what the want was. We do know the vehicle took off at a high rate of speed. CHP from the West Valley units were pursuing the vehicle and then handed it over off to the Altadena units. Altadena units were following the pursuit, 210 eastbound, turned around at Lowell Avenue, got off the freeway, then got back on, and now we're 210 westbound coming back into the Sylmar-Pacoima area. Coming up on Osborne Street, speeds are at about 105 miles per hour. CHP saying speeds are 100 and they're canceling the pursuit. They're canceling. They're saying forget it. Too dangerous. News Chopper 4 will still follow this vehicle. We'll get license plates and so forth, but you know, great job for the CHP. You know, sometimes it's just not worth it. Depending on what the one is, they're canceling the pursuit. What's happened? Oh, I see. They've canceled it. We're going to stay on this vehicle. A lot of times news choppers or media ships will stay on the vehicle here. He's not being pursued anymore. They've canceled the pursuit. Really? He just said he canceled. They said 10:22. Oh, check it out. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Pilot Derek Bell telling us that CHP is still pursuing him. So it's maybe one of the, we're going to make the transition to the 118 freeway here. So we're going to go west on the 118 here. Look at this vehicle as it makes this transition real fast. It could be very dangerous here coming up on this transition really quick Elevated transition here. Speeds are definitely a factor. Speeds noted on that overcross at about 55 miles per hour for safety reason. Obviously, this guy is just blazing. We don't know anything about the driver, if it's a male or a female. We just know the vehicle is traveling at canceling it, but I understand we may still have units down there below. You can see this is the 118 freeway here. To the south of us is Pacoima Airport, home base for News Chopper 4 Alpha. To the left of us, or actually to the left of us, is Whiteman Airport. To the right of us is going to be the New Hall Pass. It's dangerous here, maneuvering through all these vehicles here. Okay, all Altadena units have been told to cancel to 1022, so we don't know if West Valley units are going to take over, but what we can tell you is we are going to follow this vehicle. There we go. We got one CHP unit there to the far left. We don't know if that's West Valley. Started possibly on the 118 earlier. You can still see CHP behind. So we don't know if they're officially pursuing. Oh, here we go. Going to be a real tight squeeze right there. You can see how he comes up on these vehicles, unsuspecting cars, realizing they've got this car traveling at wicked speeds behind him, evading law enforcement officers. We're on the 118 freeway westbound. Makes sense. I was just being told that this pursuit probably started here off the 118 at Yosemite, so we're going back into that direction, which is going to call for CHP out in the west end of the San Fernando Valley, whether or not they're going to re-engage in this pursuit. Very dangerous pursuit. We don't know what the original wants are, but I can tell you, we still got CHP down there. Look at this guy. He is doing his best to catch up to that car. He's going over 100 miles an hour to catch up to this vehicle. Okay, we're switching to the teal. Okay, going to teal. Let's go to teal. Okay, so CHP units from the west end of the San Fernando Valley, West Valley, are taking over. Look how fast he goes right by that school bus, just going really fast here, 84 miles per hour. Let me put up our overlay system here, Sky Vision right here. Rosa, I got you. We're still going on to pursuit right now. We still have them going following this pursuit. West Valley's handling the pursuit right now. 98 miles per hour. Look at that. 98 miles per hour. I'm putting the okay, wanted for excessive speeds. Well, what a surprise. Pursuit's going about 120 miles per hour. This is one of those situations where whether or not if it's worth it to follow and continue this pursuit. They have the license plate of this vehicle. They know who it's registered to. They ran the plate. Dispatchers are working diligently behind the scenes right now, finding out the situation about this vehicle, who exactly is driving this car right now. You bet phone calls are being made right now, but CHP still following this pursuit. 100 miles per hour right there, even though I'll zoom in on this car right there. Let me put back a clean image here. 10 minutes away for the CHP helicopter. I'm monitoring the CHP helicopter out. 10 minutes out. Let me do a, there we go. It's kind of hard to lose sight of this guy. He's going so fast. News Chopper 4 Alpha still following this pursuit here, coming through the Porter Ranch area, west on the 118, west on the 118. You can see we're directly behind this vehicle here. Slow down, fortunately, to about 75 miles per hour, according to the CHP. So speeds are diminishing just a little, but only in the nick of time sometimes to get through these through these cars here. Try to see if we can see who the driver is when zoom in here. You can see right now, obviously one of the questions CHP is going to want to know is how many occupants are in that vehicle. Going about 100 miles per hour, 118 freeway westbound at Reseda. 118 westbound at Reseda. Going back into the Simi Valley area. Apparently that's where the pursuit started, over in the west end of the San Fernando Valley off the 118. Original want speeds. Vehicle failed to pull over. A lot of times we can zoom in and see the mannerism of the driver. Very important. It's imperative to law enforcement. They want to know the mind condition of that person. Are they agitated? Are they, you know, a lot of times we see sometimes they're talking on the phone. Maybe they could be talking to law enforcement or loved ones or something of that nature. But right now, Roger, LAPD helicopter coming up overhead right now. That's going to be a great asset for this law enforcement agency, for both LAPD as well as California Highway Patrol working together. This can allow CHP possibly to back off this vehicle right now, so this person won't see a law enforcement directly in the back. Here we go, take into this exit here, real fast here. In fact, he took it so fast, law enforcement missed it. Just exited the freeway. We're the only ones following it right now. CHP. Oh, it's going to re-enter. It's going to re-enter the freeway. Dude, that's like crazy. Just got off the freeway. All the law enforcement officers passed him. And then he got back onto the freeway. Now he's going to be chasing the law enforcement officers. No doubt they are going to start slowing down so they can re-engage this guy. This guy's just playing a game of cat and mouse right now. A very dangerous game. West on the 118 freeway. Just exited Tampa, now back on. We're coming into the Santa Susana Passes. He's on the right shoulder right now. Perhaps he's just playing a little catch me if you can game. Those CHP officers, they will definitely accommodate that request. You can see one behind, and we have a couple as well to the west of him. We're approaching DeSoto Avenue right now, right shoulder, very dangerous. There could be broken down vehicles or anything of that nature right now. And let's see what he does. He's exiting DeSoto. Let's see, CHP is close behind him. Perfect opportunity if they can hit that vehicle. If that vehicle makes a left or a right turn and they are able to pit that vehicle, coming up a little too fast right here. Got a red light, Oh, ever so close. It's a dead end to the right, dude. It's a dead end to the right. So right now he is stopping for a moment here. We'll try to see what we can see behind here. Driver opening the door, perhaps. They're saying the vehicle TC'd into some cones right now. I didn't see that right now, but law enforcement officers, they got their guns drawn here on this vehicle. We're going to get a little move here and we'll be able to see what the driver's doing. We're going to zoom into this driver and see what he's doing. Obviously, the driver is not complying with the request. No doubt CHP telling this driver to get out of the vehicle. We were following this crazy pursuit here in the west end of the San Fernando Valley at speeds at times in excess of 120 miles per hour. Now, Michael, just moments ago, this pursuit came to an end. In fact, it stopped. It's not over yet. It's at a standoff on the 118 westbound at DeSoto. A vehicle exited at a high rate of speed. You can see officers right now have their guns drawn to this vehicle, summoning the driver to come out. Come out. I don't know if whether or not what the situation is. I'm going to zoom in to the driver. Let's just quickly see. It looks like it might be the person's kind of hunched down right now. So obviously they're not complying. This originally started off the 118 freeway here near Yosemite, not too far from here. CHP initiated a traffic stop on this vehicle, 118 eastbound around Yosemite. High-speed pursuit ensued. Went on to the 210 freeway over into the Tujunga area, exited Lowell Avenue, went back onto the 210 westbound after traveling east on the 210 freeway. And at times, Michael, was very scary seeing speeds in excess of 120. Right now, it's a standoff here. Driver not complying. Exited 118 westbound at DeSoto, and we're just at a standstill. That's a very good question. Officers want to know the same thing right now. And look at this person. It's a game of catch me if you can. We're just toying with law enforcement right now. This person definitely dealing with some issues. And you can see that was exactly the game this person was playing. They pulled over. kind of was just playing with them. They did that before. They actually made the exit of Tampa Avenue. We're going to go underneath the underpass here, so we're just going to wait and see if this driver comes out. A lot of times they'll try to turn around. Nope, there we go. We're going southbound on DeSoto. It'll be southbound on DeSoto, and you can see speeds are now starting to pick up here. Unfortunately, when we start seeing those freeway speeds on surface streets, that's when things become really dangerous, and that's what we're watching right now, this pursuit going southbound on DeSoto, just south of the 118 freeway. Yeah, in fact, it got so dangerous. Obviously, public safety, #1 concern. It's not worth it if you're just pulling a vehicle over for speed and the car's not pulling over. There has to be more to this. Again, law enforcement officers are working diligently, but also dispatchers are working feverishly behind the scenes right now, making a lot of these phone calls here, trying to find out who exactly is driving this vehicle. Now, what's really important is that they did run this vehicle. They do know who the registered owner is, so they're attempting to make contacts right there. You can see right in the red light. Whoa, almost a close call right over there. Almost T-boned that vehicle. I think that's Devonshire Street. Southbound, we're still going southbound on DeSoto. That may have been Devonshire. So a lot of work is being done right now, so why are they still following it? There may be more to the story right now, but CHP may have actually backed up a little. We have the LAPD airship, but this pursuit right now, 81 miles per hour. 81 miles per hour, southbound on DeSoto. No business driving that fast on surface streets. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, a little trickery as we saw the vehicle abruptly exited Tampa Boulevard off the 118, going so fast and making that move so abrupt that the units following the vehicle were not able to get off the freeway in time. We maintain visual as well as the LAPD airship right now. The vehicle's still underneath us right now. You can see as we're following this pursuit southbound on DeSoto here. We'll get you a major cross street here in a minute. But you can see coming up on this intersection here, looks like the vehicle is slowly slowing down, which is good. So fortunately, we slow down for some of that cross traffic here. Let me try to get another tight shot here, but we're southbound DeSoto, just coming up on Prairie Avenue. Yeah, and I'm zooming in real quick. I want to see how many occupants are in the vehicle. It almost looked like it was a female driver. Look how they get pinned in. This is when they get agitated. Things get a little more aggressive here. If they feel that they're trapped in the vehicles, sometimes they'll start bumping cars to try to get out of the way. These people have no idea this vehicle is wanted for dangerous high-speed pursuits. So you can see how this driver is going to start maneuvering around these vehicles as we're crossing over Nordoff Street. Southbound DeSoto, just passing over Nordoff Street, and the vehicle somewhat traveling at a rate of speed right now with the traffic, but really, again, it looks like it might be a female, but the driver has no choice right now, considering now we're starting to see a lot more traffic. If any good news, Michael, we're not seeing those dangerous speeds as we were earlier on the freeway. I'm shooting 6 o'clock. That's right, and going through a construction zone, that's something else that's dangerous right now. I put up the mapping system right now. You can see where we are, DeSoto Avenue at Gresham Street. This is a construction zone here, which makes it a little more dangerous. Fortunately, a driver is not driving so erratically as we saw before. You can see this driver may try to get around some of these vehicles. Don't want to really pull away because sometimes a black car is going to be hard to follow considering how many other vehicles look the same here on the freeway or on the roadway right now. So I'm going to stick with this driver right now, wearing a red t-shirt here. So that's going to be an indication that make sure we got the right car. Just passing Parthenia, southbound DeSoto, passing Parthenia, and you can see right there, speeds are about 48 miles per hour. I can't see right now. The pursuit's actually behind me, and I'm afraid to pull out to lose this vehicle here. They are following. I mean, they do have the airship. I can tell you, the LAPD airship is definitely above. My pilot, Derek Bell, I'll ask him maybe if he can see some of those CHP, whether or not they are right behind him still, right behind this driver. But right now, fortunately, we're not going too fast. We're in heavy traffic here, and fortunately, this driver here, no units. So Derek's telling me no units, which may be they put this in a tracking mode. But again, Michael, we're on surface streets. So if we're on surface streets right now, this is LAPD jurisdiction. So CHP, whether or not they 1022, they canceled the pursuit, handed it over to LAPD. Maybe the LAPD airship right now is calling for some units here in the west end of the valley. This would be West Valley units, maybe picking this pursuit up shortly here. So we're keeping an eye on it here. Southbound DeSoto, as you can see, with Sky Vision approaching Fairchild, and right now about 35 miles per hour. Let's get a tight shot of this driver here while we can. Yeah, and check it out. A lot of times you want to see the body motion, right, is the driver agitated? Driver seems to be cool, nonchalant, drinking a beverage right now, really not too concerned that they were in a high-speed pursuit with law enforcement officers. So right now, that is the status. Right now, driver at least doesn't seem to be agitated at times. We've seen them pounding on the steering wheel, on the windows, just acting really agitated. This person had more of a nonchalant, like he or she didn't care. When this person exited off of DeSoto, it was more of a catch me if you can cat and mouse game here, and that's exactly what this person is doing. Southbound DeSoto there, you can see we just passed Satakoy using Sky Vision. We also see how fast that vehicle is going, about 33 miles per hour there to the lower left of your screen. Right, and that's very important for law enforcement as well. They also want to know how many people are in this vehicle. Right now, we can pretty much confirm from what we can see. We were on both sides of this vehicle earlier. We just see one occupant. Again, dispatchers a lot of times are not given the credit that they deserve. Dispatchers are working behind the scenes, handing this off, letting other agencies in the area know that this pursuit's coming up in their jurisdiction. They're making phone calls in the background right now because they know who the registered owner is. Now they're attempting to contact the registered owner, or at least somebody related to this vehicle, to find out exactly what is going on, why is this person driving like this, and why are we in this high-speed pursuit. Absolutely. You can see right there, we're over DeSoto Avenue approaching Van Owen. Van Owen here. You got the map overlay system right there. That should be Van Owen. Oh, my goodness. That was really close. See, that is what's dangerous with these pursuits there. Just the person just goes out nonchalantly through an intersection. That's Van Owen going westbound on Van Owen from DeSoto. Almost a collision, 2 separate accidents, almost T-boned those vehicles. So I'm counting 3 separate close calls. And Michael, considering at times speeds were in excess of 120 miles per hour, if we only have 3 close calls so far that's a pretty good sign that things are not getting out of hand. Yeah, this person may think, hey, listen, my plan worked. I got no law enforcement behind me, but usually they're far behind. I don't see CHP. I'm listening to CHP. I'm actually talking to you more, so I got the scanner turned down. But I still hear LAPD calling out the jurisdiction on the or calling out the location, rather, on the CHP frequency here. So I want to make sure I still got the right vehicle here, and that is the right car. You can see the red clothing inside the driver's seat. So that's what we're watching right now. Still going on Van Owen here, westbound on Van Owen, as News Chopper 4 Alpha still following this pursuit. That is correct. CHP original want, from what we understand, was speeding. They initiated a traffic stop. Vehicle declined to pull over, and pursuit ensued. And as a result, that was a high-speed pursuit along the 118 through the 210 freeway. Exited at Lowell Avenue going east on the 210, got back onto the freeway going westbound, and that's when we saw speeds again of 120 miles per hour. Vehicle got off the freeway 2 separate times, one at Tampa and then one at DeSoto. After playing a little game with law enforcement officers, vehicle proceeded southbound on DeSoto. We're coming into the, I want to say, near Warner Center right now. We're not too far from Topanga Canyon. Still following this pursuit here, going eastbound, or make that westbound here on Van Owen. Where? My goodness. Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. Thank you, thank you. Owen's mouth. I was wondering. I still got eyes on it. I'm going to lose the car here shortly. It's making a right turn here. Yeah, the problem we have right now is that there's a temporary flight restriction in this area. So News Chopper 4 Alpha, we're not able to continue westbound. The fact that the vehicle is going northbound could be some indication that we can possibly pick it up here. But the one thing that I worried about is this being a black vehicle with so many of those black cars on the freeway right now. We've almost lost, in fact, I've lost visual of this vehicle here. So we're going to do our best to try to pick this up here as the vehicle's proceeding northbound. We're just waiting until we can slowly try to intercept this pursuit here again. But unfortunately, due to a flight restriction, we're unable to go any further west. So we're just hoping to pick this vehicle up as it's going northbound. That may be Bassett Avenue or Topanga Avenue, Topanga Canyon, where the vehicle turned northbound. I lost the car completely. Hopefully we'll be able to find it. Southbound Topanga, north of Victory. Topanga and Victory, vehicle pulled over. There it is. It should be right over here, Derek. I'm on Topanga right here. That's Canoga. Where's Topanga? There's Topanga over here. Red shirt. Okay, Victory Boulevard A. Hey, Derek. Get back with you, Michael. Got the car right there, guys. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, that was there it is. I believe that's the driver right there. Vehicle pulled over and female driver. It appears to be a female driver. I'm just surprised how casually they walked up to that driver, and now they're putting, I believe, they said it's a male driver. So regardless, the driver's in custody right now. This is Topanga Canyon, just north of Victory Boulevard. We lost sight of that vehicle at one point because of the flight restrictions. So we're able to get you a glimpse here, just pulled off into a local business. And you can see they got a camera crew right over there to the upper right. But more importantly, this dangerous pursuit has come to a safe ending right now. Again, this is in a business here. Let me give you a wide shot. Right there, the America's Tire, right off of Topanga Canyon, just north of Victory. Happy to say this pursuit, which was very dangerous at some point, has finally come to a safe ending.